All right, we are live. All right, so guys, if someone is joining, let me know in the comment section. Let me see if I can hear myself, if I'm audible, and we'll get started. All right, I'm live. Just quickly check if I'm audible. I'm audible. Let me know if my voice is going through. Something is not right. If someone joins, please let me know if my voice is going through, if I'm audible, because I can't hear myself when I'm logging in. So just type in the comments if you can see me. It's strange. See. Let me know in the comments, guys, if someone joins the whoever is joining. Let me know from where they're joining and if they can hear me. Am I audible? Let me know in the comments and I'll get started. I don't know whether my voice is going through. Check again. Let me know. I think whoever joined, I think it's Tavares. Let me know if you can hear me because I can't hear myself. So just want to make sure that. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tavares, for joining. So, all right, I'll get started. I was just waiting for that particular thing. So I think basically this is my story. To just break it down, it might be it's like 24 weeks, right? It comes down to around 2 pounds every week, okay, which is doable if somebody has the right mindset, somebody has the right system, right approach, follow the basics, follow the simple things, is consistent. He can easily do that, right? And what I did was nothing of a magic or something. It was just that okay, I had the systems and that's how I did it, right? First of all, I think what I did is I broke down my goals into weekly goals, right? So basically it comes down to okay, I have to lose, let's say, 1.5 to 2 pounds in a week. So that was my goal. Okay. So it's very important to realize and measure your goals, that what, even if your 6 months plan is to lose 50 pounds, how much is it weekly? How much is it bi-weekly? How much is it monthly? Okay. So break it down so that you're not overwhelmed by the number of pounds that you have to lose. Okay. 50, couple of pounds a week is doable. Okay. But you have to be consistent with the things. Okay. The second thing that I did is that I was monitoring my waist and my weight. Okay. And numbers don't lie. Okay. They will keep you motivated, and you will not be blindsided by your emotions. Okay. Numbers will give you the reality. Okay. So on average, my waist size normally went down every 3 weeks. Okay. And I kept my goal of weight that okay, I'm going to lose 1.5 to 2 pounds every week. Okay. And if the numbers were not up to my expectation, if I was not losing let's say inch on my waist size every 3 weeks, and I was not losing couple of pounds every month, then I think I knew that I'm doing something wrong. I'm doing something wrong with my nutrition, with my tracking of my food, or with my workouts, or I'm missing some picture, right? So that's the point. Once you start monitoring your waist and your weight, you will know that are you messing up or not. Okay. Basically, I have not seen a lot of people even monitoring, right? So if you're not monitoring these two things, parameters, your waist and your weight, you're not going to make any progress. It's very straightforward. Okay, so I did that. I monitored it. The third thing I did is I tracked my food intake. That is non-negotiable. If you can't track your food, just forget about losing weight and dropping down to 12% or even single percent body fat, right? It's a mandatory step to identify how much you're eating, right? People say that they don't have time to track food. It's very easy. Okay, once you know what you eat, it's just copy paste from one day to another day, right? So so that's what I was started tracking. I started maintaining my food diary. It was like at that time, it's a long time back, so it was I was noting down on paper every day, right? And it was tough, but I did it. And this helped me to keep mindful of what I'm eating, how much I'm eating. And I was like having only 3 meals. Okay. And in total, I was eating every day 2000 calories, not more than that. Okay. So that was my meal. So I knew that I am on at least 500 calorie deficit every day. Okay. And I think even more, I was like around 700 calorie deficit because I was in around my 20s, and obviously metabolism was also very fast and everything. So I was around 700 and more calories deficit every day. Okay, so I knew how much I'm eating, how many calories I eating. Only 3 meals I was eating. Okay, and basically my meals consisted of basically protein, right? So initially, before that, I was protein deficient. I was eating 20, 30 grams of protein every day. So this is the one change that I made. Okay. So to lose fat, right, I aimed for about 1 gram of protein per pound of my body weight. So that was at that time around, I was eating, let's say, 170 grams of protein around that. Okay. And it mainly came from single ingredient foods, no mix, nothing. It mainly came from milk, yogurt, eggs, cottage cheese. Okay, these kind of dairy items because I don't eat meat. So basically these, right? And broccoli. I was eating a little bit of broccoli, quinoa, and all those things. So that was my staple diet to get my protein intake. Nothing else. I was not eating anything else. Okay. So this was my protein intake. My fat, basically, fat is very important, right? And people neglect fat, which is essential actually. Fat is essential for your weight loss because it's going to control your hunger, it's going to increase your testosterone levels, right? And boost your metabolism. So I was eating around 50 to 55 grams of fat every day, and that was specifically again avocado oil or nuts or flaxseed oil. Okay, basically very pure, no mix. We know how many calories, and there's no option that I'm making any mistake in calculating those calories. Okay, and and remaining all came from carbs, right? And now my carbs, it doesn't matter what kind of carbs, but I was eating potatoes, right? And they were not sweet, just normal brown potatoes. And I was eating from carbs, I was eating white rice, a little bit of brown rice, I was eating my fruits. So those were all my carb sources. But again, they I knew how many calories each one of them has, right? If you don't know how much calories a food has, just don't eat when you're trying to lose fat. Okay, because if there's something mix of something, you're eating something fried, you don't know how many calories it has. You will never lose fat if you're doing that. That's what I realized when I was losing 50 pounds, that you have to eat single ingredient foods where you know exact calories how much you're eating. Okay, because you are on a mission. You are on a mission to lose 50 pounds of fat in 6 months, and it's going to take some effort from you, right? These are all simple things, but obviously not easy to do. Okay, because if you're consistent, you can do it and everyone can do it. But again, you cannot cheat with the system, with the numbers. Okay, so you have to have your weekly goals. You have to track your food intake. That's what I was doing. Simple foods, nothing special. No keto, no paleo, no complex diets. And I was tracking and measuring everything. I was eating 2000 calories every day. That was around 700 calorie deficit every day. Okay, or I think 700 to 800 calorie deficit every day, right? So I was on a big deficit, but I was not lacking energy because I had a lot of fat at that time. Okay, so I was still doing well and things were going okay for me. Okay, then came another point for me, right? Another point was weights. I lifted weights when I used to go to gym. I lifted anything and everything, and I used to do any machine. Okay, I never tracked also anything. I used to say, okay, let's go to gym, and after gym, I used to feel good. Okay, feeling good is not a good measure of your workouts. Okay, 95 to 98% people just say that they go to gym to feel good. I'm not going there to feel good. I'm going there because I have goal to lose fat, build muscles, and then yeah, I will feel good. Okay, that's the side effect, that you're going to feel good, but you have to have your goal dialed in, right? I just feel good. It doesn't matter you're feeling good or not. You're just wasting your time, right? So you have to have your goal dialed in. Lift weights, and you have to make logs. I started making log of how much I am lifting. So last week I lifted bench press of 200 pounds. This week, am I increasing it, or what I'm doing, or I'm increasing the reps? So I made note of each and everything, right? So if you are ignoring lifting weights, if you are ignoring making a log of your workout, it's going to be difficult to fasten your metabolism, and you are going to end up losing less fat, right? Because lifting weights will boost your metabolism like no other activity can do. Okay, it's very strong in that perspective. So you have to be lifting. I was lifting intensely, focused workouts. I was not doing anything else when I was doing it, right? Can you guys hear me? Okay. When you don't have a proper workout routine, you are not going to have good metabolism. You're not going to lose weight or lose calories when you're sitting on the couch. That's the awesome part of weightlifting, that right now I'm sitting here, but I'm doing my regular workouts, but I'm still losing calories, because the more muscles you have, better your energy out system is, right? So better your losing calories every hour. That's what else you want, right? I can lose many calories while sitting, while sleeping, and people can just keep running entire day, and I don't even need to run. So the more muscles you have, the better the things become for you, right? So that I realized that okay, I have to lift more and more every day, and that's what I was doing. Another thing was that I used to snack a lot. Before losing these 50 pounds, I was snacking the entire day, and then I used to think, why I'm gaining fat, because I don't eat much during my breakfast, lunch, or dinner. The easy reason was that I was snacking the entire day. I was snacking on peanuts, I was snacking on cashews, I was snacking on all those chips, all those chocolates, and I was not even aware of that, right? So basically, I avoided snacking like anything. No sugar, no snacks, no junk food for 6 months straight. Those 6 months just changed my life when I did that. Just try avoiding any snacking. When you feel like eating anything between your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, eat, just drink water. Don't eat anything. Okay, nothing is going to happen. You're not going to die. You're going to live. You're not going to do anything. The body is going to be all right. Okay, so no snacking was game changer for me. But you have to be very, very serious about it. Okay, You can't skip anything out of this, whatever I've told. You have to have your weekly goals. You have to track your calories. You have to have your MyFitnessPal wherever. You have to track your workouts. You have to be lifting heavier and heavier as time goes on, and no snacking. Okay. Another thing that I realized is, before losing 50 pounds, I was thinking that, okay, walking doesn't do anything. I have to run very hard and I have to keep running to lose that fat. As everybody even thinks now in this kind of a age that cardio is built for fat loss, right? I used to think that 15 years back. And I'm really surprised that people are doing 1 hour of cardio to lose fat. It's just mind boggling, because there's so much new good information that cardio is the worst place if you want to lose fat, right? It's just going to suck up your muscles, slow down your metabolism, and you will be skinny fat throughout your life. Okay. So walking, I walked around 12,000 to 13,000 steps every day. And I'll tell you, from years and years, I'm walking 14 to 15,000 steps every day. Okay. And it's one of the most important key to increase your metabolism, will increase your blood flow to the muscles, and your sleep is going to be really, really good. Okay. And you don't even need extra time to walk during your meetings, or maybe have your some kind of a under the desk treadmill, or walk for 10 minutes after every meal. You're going to get to those 10,000 steps easily, right? It has to be one of the habits that I created, and it took time, but once it's done, it's just game changer, right? You and there's no extra effort on the joints as well, like running. So try walking more. That's what I did. Another point that I tuned is sleep. 7+ hours of sleep is a non-negotiable, right? I used to sleep 4 to 5 to maximum 6 hours before that. So I changed it. I started sleeping 8+ hours. Okay. Because lack of quality of sleep will lead to weight gain, hormonal imbalance, and inadequate muscle recovery. Okay. And this is all very bad for your fat loss. Even if your diet, workout are in place, if you're not improving your sleep to at least 7+ hours, all the above pound points that I told you are not going to work. Okay. Sleep is kind of a magical pill that you can get. So even if you're doing all those things, not sleeping well, sorry, fat loss is not going to happen. That's what it is about. So I tried sleeping for around 8 to 9 hours. Okay. And I tracked my sleep, that how much I'm sleeping. At that time, there were not that many tools either, right? So I used to just mentally see how my energy is. And I used to track when did I go to sleep, when did I wake up, and I used to track all those things. But now I track my sleep through a Fitbit or something else. I see why my sleep is better today versus yesterday. What did I do? What should I change? So you have to keep track of your sleep through Fitbit or through other devices, and see how can you improve by 15 minutes. Okay. How can you improve by 30 minutes in a month or something like that? Keep improving on sleep. Keep improving on your REM sleep. Keep improving on your deep sleep. Okay, that's what it's about. Track your sleep, improve your sleep. You have to follow certain kind of iterations and keep building on that, right? You have to learn that skill to sleep, which people have forgotten, right? I love to sleep at least 8 hours, and I try to improve on that also, right? Some days it doesn't happen, my sleep is not deep, so I can figure out why it's not deep, because maybe I have eaten pretty late, or maybe I drank some caffeine after 5 to 6 p.m. So I can relate why my sleep is not deep. It's because of some reason, right? So track your sleep. Okay, without tracking all those the sleep, it's you're not going to lose fat. That's was the main reason I was not losing fat as well. Okay, and then it comes back to your mindset, right? The mindset is very, very important, because you can do all these steps, and then you can for a couple of months just eat anything, and then the fat will be back, right? So you have to be mindful. You have to be reading those mindset books to train your mind that this is for the whole of your life. You're not doing to achieve anything, right? Even though I achieve 50 pounds, or even if you can achieve 50 pounds weight loss in 6 months, You have to be keep following the habits every day. This is what it is about. You have to enjoy the process. If you're not if you're not enjoying the process, things are not going to happen, right? Once you achieve the results, you're going to say, okay, oh my god, I'm just I just don't want to do more, and then the fat is going to come back. So train your mind. There are a lot of books around that, right? Just read those books, fill your mind up with the brainwash your mind that this is for your entire life. You have to do it. So Ralph is saying, I use MyFitnessPal for the food diary. I log 6 small meals a day. I'm extreme under for. Yeah, no, that's fine. I think Ralph, if that works for you, it's good. I think I have seen you all over the place, and you are very good tracking all your things, specifically your food, your workouts, and everything. So you know your body how it works, right? If this is what's working for you, keep following that. If this is what is sustainable for you, keep doing that, right? But most of the folks that I work with, they have a habit of eating 6 meals, right? And they are not eating because they understand their body. They are eating because they are craving. It's just stress reducer for them. Their intention is wrong why they are eating 6 meals, right? And then they say that they're not able to lose fat. It doesn't make sense to me, right? If you're eating 6 7 meals, which is all the meals are like fried food items, and then on top of it they have alcohol and everything, and then they say they can't lose fat, it doesn't make sense. They're not making decisions based on their body like you are. Okay, so what you're doing is working for you. Keep doing that, don't change it. Okay, but still keep measuring your waist, keep measuring your weight, because depending on that you have to make certain decisions, and your body may change. You may realize after a few years your body may change, and you have to change your meals or all those things. But that's the advantage of tracking. You can go back and see what was working versus what's not working. Tracking food, and I'm doing the challenge nutrition mission to educate myself on nutrition. Okay, yeah, that's good, Ajit. I think keep educating and learning, man. MyFitnessPal, if you're challenging yourself, but just remember, it's you're doing this for the lifelong thing. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. So, Travis, you have a question. When I weigh myself first thing in the morning, is that my accurate weight? Yeah, that's what I recommend. Right, once you have used the bathroom, and then I think with minimum clothes, just measure your weight. Right, just weigh yourself. That's the best time to measure your weight. But every day you have to measure with the same kind of clothing and the same kind of timing, and you should not have any food in your stomach, right? Because then if because a lot of people, what I've seen, right, they go to the gym, they have their shoes on, they have their jackets on, they have everything on, and then they weigh themselves, and then one time they'll weigh in the morning, then one time they're weighing at the night. It doesn't work, because your weight fluctuates through the entire day by the amount of sweat that you have let go, and by the amount of fluid that you're drinking, right? Your weight is going to go up by 2 to 3 pounds every day. So the correct time, I'd say, is the morning weight. Okay, so do it every morning. Eating more homemade, I approximate my calories on my fitness with how many. Don't approximate. Okay, I think you would not be able to eyeball how many calories a food item has. It's impossible if you have not tracked your food for couple of years. I I sometimes I do it, but sometimes I just fail to do it, because I say, okay, it has 200 calories, but my God, it has 700 calories, right? So until unless it's a single ingredient food like cottage cheese and everything, then you can obviously approximate eyeball it sometimes, but eyeballing works after little experience. Okay, so, and I know MyFitnessPal doesn't have a lot of things, which is true. That's why I say, once you are losing fat, don't eat foods which are mix of thousands of things. Eat single ingredient. Egg, I know how much calories egg has. I cannot make any mistake there. Cottage cheese, Greek yogurt, broccoli, I know all these things, right? Salads, fruits. These are the things you have to eat once you're losing fat. And then later on, you can mix and match things once you know how much your body needs, right? So you are doing, Ajit, you are doing some nutrition challenge for 4 weeks with a coach. Yeah, challenges are fine, man. I think, but the basic issue here is this is for your lifetime, right? What after the challenge, right? Nothing happens after the challenge. I have seen people doing 75 hard and 50 hard and boot camps, and then afterwards you meet them after a year, they're back to square one, right? So it's fine if you're learning something, even everything, but think it as like entire life, right? You're doing this for the next 30, 40, 50 years. Okay, don't depend on, I would just don't depend on the challenges or boot camps or everything. Do what is sustainable for your lifestyle. Okay, and challenges and pushing your body, it's just not sustainable, right? It's learning through entire life. Yeah, fruits, vegetables, salads, and these are very easy to track. Yeah, this that's why you have to learn to enjoy eating them. Okay, that's why or even lean meats, they are really good. You can track them, how much you're eating. But what I mean to say is, right, if you're frying something and then adding sausage and some sauces and all those dressings, then you won't be able to lose fat, right? That's what my main argument here is. Okay, so otherwise, yeah, eat these simple foods, man. Enjoy these foods, and easily you can lose 50 pounds. What I did was not a miracle. A lot of people are doing it, but the basic thing after these 6 months is maintaining it. Okay, that's where your mindset comes. Maintain it, sustain it, and make it a process and love the process. That's where a lot of people fail. Okay, so 6 months can be done by a lot of people, but afterwards, sustaining is the biggest hurdle people face. Okay, so any more questions, guys? But I hope this was useful to you, and you know that losing 50 pounds is very much possible. It's not a big deal. People have done that. You can also do that. But how to sustain it, right? That's the major argument, right? So let's do it. Let's sustain it, and let's keep building those muscles as well. Okay. Any more questions, guys? But thank you everyone for joining. I hope this information was useful to you. All right, guys. Thank you, Ralph. Thank you, Ajit. Thank you, Tavris, for joining. And we'll come back with another topic next Wednesday, 8 p.m. same time. And listen to this again. I hope this helps you in losing 50 pounds. If you have 50 pounds to lose, but at least keep doing your mindset thing, whatever you're doing. Okay, keep reading those books. All right, guys. Thank you so much.